So today I'm going to be showing you 3 different BB creams that I have picked up and tried. And I have the Loreal, Maybelline, and the Revlon ones. The Loreal is the Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream in Fair, Maybelline Dream Fresh in the Light Sheer Tint, which I'm assuming was the lightest one, and the Revlon Photoready BB Cream in Light Pale. So I picked these up because ever since I started hearing about BB creams, even just a few years ago, I was so interested in trying them out, and I've gotten a couple samples of some of the nicer, higher end ones. I never really decided to buy one, and then these drugstore ones came out, and I was really interested to see how these worked. So I'm going to start with the one that I liked the most, and that is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. And by the way, if you don't know, these BB creams are supposed to have more to them than just being a foundation. They're supposed to help clear up any scarring that you might have, even out your skin tone more. They don't provide a lot of coverage, but they hydrate. They make your skin nicer in the long run. So they're not as much a foundation as, like this says, it blurs imperfections, enhances, brightens, smooths, hydrates, has SPF of 30. And this says it has 0% oils and other heavy ingredients, which I'm actually surprised about because I love this on my dry skin. And when I first opened it up and started using it, I was like, there's no way I'm going to like this because it is extremely runny. You can tell that even on the bottle, it just kind of like runs and comes out. So when I use it, I have to like take up the excess from the side there, which is a little annoying. And I also thought the color was going to be too dark for me, but this does say it adjusts to your skin tone. So when I first saw this, I thought maybe it was a little too yellow for me. And when I applied it, I realized that it's definitely not. So I'm going to put some of this on and then you can kind of take a look at it. So as you can see, my skin is like all messed up. It has like redness. It's not even at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on this side. So when I start blending it in, you can see that it does start lightening up a little bit there, and it's not as yellowy as how it first looks. I think it really does adjust. So now you can see that it really did even it out a little bit. Even though it doesn't provide a ton of coverage, beauty balms really aren't meant for that. They're not like these full coverage kind of looks. So you will definitely still see your skin under, and that's kind of a nice thing too, because if you have skin like mine that's kind of like splotchy and blotchy, then it's nice to have a BB cream so that you can kind of help to repair some of that skin and not wear as heavy a foundation. So this is what it looks like, and it does have a little bit of a shine to it. You can set it with any kind of powder. I love this for my dry skin. I have seen other people review it where they didn't like it because it was too shiny, it felt oily to them, and for me it's not like that at all. It actually went on the nicest for me. Very smooth and nice. It felt like it was hydrating, but it doesn't feel oily to me, which is true because it doesn't contain any oil. So I actually loved how this went on. I wouldn't mind a little more coverage even though it's a BB cream. I still think that it did even it out a pretty good amount. So now I'm going to show you the one that I liked the second most out of these. That one is the Revlon Photoready BB cream. And I'm going to open, this one has an SPF of 30 in it, and the other one had I think 20. Oh no, these both have an SPF of 30 in it. So I'm going to put this on the other side, and you can see that this one is not as runny at all. It comes out a lot nicer, a little bit thicker, so that is actually a good thing. It's not as messy. So I'm going to put this on my other cheek area now and then kind of give you a look at it. So you can see this is not as yellowy as this one was, but they both pretty much blend out to look the same color. Since they're not full coverage, you can get away with not matching it exactly anyway. So you can take a look at this one, and you can see that it does still have a little bit of a shine. Doesn't seem to be as much as this side, but it definitely has some. I really thought the coverage was pretty much the same. This, now that I'm kind of looking at them side by side, I maybe think this covered it a little bit more, but I really think that's pretty negligible. They look very, very similar in coverage. This one, it does feel not as lightweight as I thought this one feels, but some people might like that because this one can feel like a little bit slick. So you might like that this kind of has the feeling that it'll stay where you put it a little bit more. And definitely not as shiny, but it does feel really nice, and the skin feels nice and smooth. So yeah, so this one, it's not bad. I do like it. I felt like this one's better for my dry skin, but this one is fine. I really do like it. Now I'm going to show you my last choice out of these three, and it's the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. And this one, it doesn't say that it has an SPF in it, so I actually don't really think it does have one. So that's interesting. If you're looking for one without an SPF, then you could go with this one. So when I first opened this one up to try it out, I was so surprised because it came out white. And I'll show you. It came out like this. So it's white like there. And it has those little beads in it. And I swear, whenever I see stuff like that, I really don't like it. I don't like when it tries to adjust to your skin tone. I feel like it doesn't usually do a good job of that, and I don't like the idea that it's these like little grainy things in it. So I was really put off by that, and I still am. So I'm gonna put some on my chin first here. So when you're rubbing this on, you can feel the little beads in it, and it's a very odd feeling. So you rub it in, and then it does adjust a little bit to your skin color there, but it's a weird feeling putting something on that's totally white like that. It's, I don't know, it's just really weird. So I'm going to put some here, and see, like, if you don't rub it in enough, you look so white. Even though, I don't know, just blend it out. Yeah. So now that that's on, I can still sometimes feel the little beads. They do mostly dissolve and go away, but they're very irritating. I don't know, I don't like them. Especially for something that's supposed to be like helping your skin and smoothing it out. It doesn't make sense to have these like rough beads in it that you have to dissolve. So yeah, so, and if you take a look, then you do see that it does pretty much match. So with this one, it doesn't really have that nice glowing look to it, which a lot of people will like. So if you're one of those people who maybe have more oily skin, or you don't want like a dewy finish, then you will like this one. It definitely comes off a lot more matte, and it doesn't really glow like this one or even this one. So you would probably like that. And the coverage is okay. I mean, none of these really cover a ton because they're BB creams, and you can use them as a primer for foundation if you want to. So if you just want a little bit of coverage just to even out your tone, just leave them how they are. Otherwise, you can layer on your foundation or your powder or both. So you can use it as a primer if you want to. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I personally, the texture of it just really, I really don't like it. And plus that I have dry skin, I do like a more dewy finish, and this side feels so much more hydrated than this especially. This isn't too bad, but where the L'Oreal one, it's like really matted down. So here they are again, and all their packaging is fine. I think that they're cute. This one looks a little more high-end. I don't know why. I think it reminds me of the Smashbox one. So if you have more of a dry skin, I think I would go with the Maybelline one. More of a combination, you can go with this Revlon one, and if you're more combination to oily, I think you'll like the L'Oreal one. So hopefully this helped you out. I know how overwhelming it is when you go to the drugstore and you're just looking for a BB cream and they have all these options for you. So hope that this helped you out. If you have any requests for reviews, please leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my main channel, Fashionably Jamie. Thank you. Bye.